Welcome back to the channel. We're off to Cornwall, Chapter 1 diner for a bike night and then breakfast tomorrow. There's a little bit more to it than that. I'll explain in a minute. So we're not just going to any old bike night, we are going to Chapter 1 bike night. And of course, it is the special meet helmet head night. I think you'll know by now, I've met Helmet Head a few times. Steph's met him a couple of times. He obviously has become a good friend. But this is an opportunity for us to get out on the bike yet again. We're going to stay in a little shepherd's hut just away from where the bike night is and go back to Chapter 1 for breakfast in the morning. The only issue now is that I haven't told Alan we're going to join him on the ride down to Cornwall. He's come from his hometown in Northamptonshire all the way down, met up with a couple I believe in Bristol, and he is now roughly around here somewhere at TJ's house. Of course I know TJ fairly well now, but I still don't know where he lives. Alan's put his tracker on this morning. It's been great following him down the motorways. Followed him past Bristol and he got to a point roughly I believe where TJ lives, but I'm not entirely sure, I have to admit. It's somewhere down here. And of course his tracker's cut out. But yeah, we're just set the sat nav now to its last known point. Hopefully he should be here just somewhere here. This is where his tracker ran out. Ah, that is Michael. I know Michael. Good day. Ah, hello mate. I am. Are they already gone?
Literally just gone this way. There's a garage just up the road here. Follow me.
Alright, spot on. Cheers. There we go. We have found them. They are still just here. I think that's Michael, isn't it? Is it Michael? Yeah, I recognise the face from Germany anyway. They are. Well, this is Alan riding his press bike, the Morbidelli C1002B, I think. Let's have a look at that. There it is. Welcome to Cornwall. Absolutely off the weather just yet. We're going to crack on, obviously. We never give up. Haven't even stopped to put her waterproof trousers on yet. Steph's not, she says she's not getting wet yet. I'm not getting too wet on my legs yet. But my jacket here is, it's not soaking through. I'm not feeling it through the jacket. It's certainly getting hit hard. There's still a little bit more, not too far to go, what, 40 miles? Just under an hour. We'll get there, dry out, and then get all our wet gear back on to get to bike night. Hey ho, it's not too far luckily. Right, let's crack on and get to this shepherd's hut. Hopefully they got some good heating there, dry everything out. Well, we have arrived at our luxury shepherd's hut shed for the evening. After a little bit of an incident on the way here, my camera mount decided to jump off the helmet. I'll show you that in a minute and try and work it out for tomorrow. Let's show you where we're staying for tonight. Steph looks well impressed. So, it all looks lovely. Walk through this little gate. And just poking out of the bushes there is a shed. It's cosy. I suppose that's not what this weekend's about. It's all about the bike night and the ride tomorrow. Let's take you inside. It's going to take a while to show you around.
Not about a romantic evening with your girlfriend.
Nice romantic evening with a girlfriend, Steph says. So there's a bed and a table. Oh, cafetiere for coffee. What else is there to show you? Oh, a cupboard. I found the heating. There's the heating. An oil-filled radiator, not plugged in the cupboard. And the fridge. Found the fridge. There's the fridge. Milk. And a jug of water. Because there's no tap in here. Oh yeah, my helmet. This mount should be stuck here. It's not. It jumped off halfway down the A30 not long after I did my last bit of filming, to be fair. I did catch it and yeah, kind of caught it with my left hand, so I had no clutch, and may have tried to squash Steph in the process when I stopped and dropped the bike. But we weren't filming, so we won't talk about that. If you can't see it, it didn't happen. Steph's fine, aren't you? You're fine, you weren't too squashed. She actually stepped off pretty well. But one beauty of this place is, I will show you now, just over there, I'll take you over there, is another building. I'll take you over there now. We have exclusive access to the summer house as well, in this glorious weather. Some nice chairs for a romantic sit down in the sunshine. Lovely views, if it wasn't so misty and wet. Nice factory over there by the looks of it. And a sofa with rugs for animals, maybe. Typewriter, everybody needs a typewriter in your summer house. I guess that's to write little notes. I can't even read that without my glasses on. And a concertina, yeah, useful, helpful. Knives in case Steph decides she hates me in the middle of the night. Microwave. That's alright. I'm sure it's lovely when the weather's lovely. Oh, one more thing which we did discover, and you may have been wondering, because obviously
Probably would have seen there's not a lot of space in that shepherd's hut. There's no toilet or shower. There are toilets and showers here, and they're sort of over there somewhere. There's a white building over there, so you've got to walk all the way around the house to get to toilets and shower. So that's going to be lovely in the middle of the night, isn't it? It is what it is. It was cheap. Right, let's get geared up and get to this bike night. That should be happening soon. Here we are, we have arrived at Chapter 1 Diner. Bike night is, I suppose, a little bit of a washout. We can't really help the weather. There's a few here. Few come for the food. Helmet Head is on his way apparently. Karl has just come out to say he's on his way here. So we'll keep the camera rolling and see when he turns up. I'm sure there's no big entrance this time. There is the man himself, Mr. Chapter 1. Hope you got those burgers, keep staying warm.
Yeah.
Good.
Sylv's on the grill tonight.
Bit quiet for a normal bike night, is it?
This time last week, there wasn't space in this car park, you could hardly walk. It was full right up, all the road was full.
Yeah.
There's a bit of drizzle, puts people off.
You picked the wrong weather.
No, but happens.
Here they come. There's Mike. And there's Hornet. Mike and Jenna. And there's Alan on his MV, whatever it is. It's a sexy looking bike. No idea what it is still. Alright, everybody's too busy yapping here. We're going for the food. See what we got. I would say that'll do. Well, after the world's worst night's sleep in the world's smallest bed, we're going to go and get ourselves an 11 out of 10 breakfast at Chapter 1 Diner. The Helmet Head Special is apparently now on the menu. Let's give that a go. Then once we've done that, we're off on a lovely bike ride led by the famous Neil McKinnon again, all around Cornwall, South Devon, Dartmoor, which is still South Devon, I believe, and then but they're coming back to Cornwall once we get to sort of Bovey Tracy area. I think we're going to shoot off and head home. Let's get on the road and enjoy that one. So just a short little trek now from the shed, shepherd's hut, whatever we want to call it, to Chapter 1 for breakfast. I've managed to stick my chin mount back on. I think it's gone on a bit better than the last time. I've only just replaced it. I managed to crack the little legs that come out of the old one, and that one's been on there for a year successfully, so obviously just hadn't quite fitted this new one right. Let's just hope I've done it right the second time round. So I'm just testing it on the way to Chapter 1. We'll have a good look at it when we get there. Well, we're enjoying our Helmet Head breakfast special. Thanks to Karl at Chapter 1. And just see if I'm not confident with it, I won't leave the camera on there. We'll just have to give you some epic footage from the 360 and just talk to you while I'm off the bike. There is another option, of course, but That didn't work very well before. I've still got the Hero 8 that kept freezing. I could put that on the helmet mount. And I'm not quite so worried about losing that then. I've only got one battery for that and they weren't doing very well in the first place. So probably not going to achieve an awful lot. Muttering away to myself here just while I'm thinking aloud. Do apologise. Right. I'll see you. No, you'll see me. Once we've got our breakfast. Which is only around the corner. As per normal, we're slightly late for breakfast. It was supposed to be here at 9:30. We had such an awful night's sleep. I really didn't want to rush around getting out of bed. Use those last minutes to try and chill. Not massively successfully, I do have to say. This is the helmet head breakfast for staff. I've upgraded slightly. And this is the club breakfast. Only a little one. And I'll probably finish Alan's when he doesn't finish all of his as well. So I managed to acquire some gaffer tape now and attach this. And this time, also remember to take the lens cap off. So, apologise for the dark audio on the last one. I'm sure I'll work something with that. What I did find, Neil kindly lent me his gaffer tape. Very ingenious idea. He's wrapped it around his spanners. So he's got a good length of gaffer tape, enough to repair that. Wrapped around a spanner, takes up no extra space in his toolbox. I thought that was clever. I've never seen that before. I'm sure everybody's done it before. I'm just not in. But hey ho, all fixed. Should get some good footage later. So here we are, 7 bikes, 9 people. I'm going to try and do a bit of name dropping, see if I can get everybody right this time as I come past them. So we have the obvious Alan Helmet Head, who doesn't want me to come past him. He wants to show off his fancy press bike. We have Michael Cotton on his Varadero, and his daughter, whose name I don't know. She's probably the only one I won't remember. And we've got Jube, TJ's wife, whose name I couldn't remember for ages, on her little Honda Rebel. Not so little, but a nice Honda Rebel. We have TJ, the man himself, who I'm going to struggle to get past now. TJ, the man with a funny name, and I can't even remember what bike he's on. Life in the shady lane, absolutely hilarious if you want to watch any of his videos. Oh, I think you should. Far funnier than me. I'm not even funny at all. Kawasaki, I can see that much. Said 1000, is it? And if I can catch him, which I'm not going to be able to, Mike and Jenna on that lovely Hornet 900. Last of the proper Hornets, as they were telling me last night. I do agree with them. It's a lovely looking bike, that one. And then up in front, Neil McKinnon, Mr. Organised himself, the amazing ride organiser. The amazing ride organiser for several meets now. He's led, organised and led the rides we've been out on. And one of them, some amazing rides they've been to. Really is very organised. And he's also Mr. Duct Tape too today. A very ingenious way of storing his duct tape, and kindly lent it to me as a bit of extra security. Keep camera on. There's Mike and Jenna, my lovely Hornet. And there's Mr. Neil McKinnon, Mr. Organised, smashing bloke too. Some very interesting stories of his life we regularly sit and listen to with keen interest, I must say. That's everybody we're riding with today. Brilliant bunch of people, absolutely brilliant bunch of people. So I have no idea where we are, where we're going, just following Neil. Bit of a boring stretch of dual carriageways just to get us to some interesting roads, I believe. But then once we get to those nicer roads, I'll bring you some epic footage. Catch you in a bit. Here's not the lay he's coming off. Yeah, so I will catch you later. Well, now we're starting to see some roads that look like more riding roads. The roads we know and love. I should say no. We don't know them, but we know we love them. Steady still. It's not going to be quick, but it's going to be some nice twisties. Hopefully not so busy and a little bit more enjoyable. The weather's not really on our side. Keeps trying to get us wet. Not succeeding yet, but I think it might. Apparently going to some Jolly's Cafe, I think they called it, in Bovey Tracy for around lunchtime, and that is some kind of display of fiberglass animals and dinosaurs and anything you asked for, apparently. Never been there, never heard of it. It's motorcycle orientated, there's bikes all over the place apparently. We'll have a look, see whether it's worth it. It's supposed to be very good, it sounds very good. Never been there, so I'm just going with the flow. Something different, definitely. Found out what Michael's daughter is called, so she's no longer Michael's daughter, she's now Leah. Riding with her on the back of his Varadero today. Somewhere behind us now. There you go. There is Dartmoor, and there is that 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. This would be some cracking views again if it wasn't for the weather. Oh, you've arrived. Looks very interesting. We unfortunately don't have a lot of time. We've got to get cracking from here, so we're going to have a quick smoke break here, say our goodbyes, and then head back home. I've got work later this evening. It's been a good day, a good couple of days, so I'm sure we'll catch you in a little bit. If not, see you in the next one.
Well, that's it. We had a quick wander around that museum. I didn't take the cameras with me, to apologise for that, but we were running short on time. Actually, a very, very interesting place that we may well come back to and have a better look when we got more time, because we missed a hole upstairs. Steph just tapped me on the belly and interrupted my talking to you on camera and said she's got some photos she can show us, so we'll play them to you. I'm sure she can edit some sort of montage for us, because she's good at that. Good like that, rather. She likes to look after me and help me out. Somewhere they manufacture the life-size models and they mix them in with a lot of very interesting motorbikes too. Motorbikes that, in my opinion, shouldn't be sat in a museum. They should be ridden. All motorbikes should be ridden, but very nice for us to go and look at. I'm sure they'd never let me take one out and ride it anyway. So now we're cutting it fine for time, to be honest. Got to be back at the latest to pick Steph's kids up by 6 o'clock. Due to be back, according to Google, 5:15. So I'm just going to fly it now up the motorway, just coming down the A38 out of Buggy Tracy. So just going to, well, we're not on the A38 yet even, just going to join the A38, which then becomes the M5. So it's boring. Traffic showing as red/orange. We are on 2 wheels, so at least we should be able to cut through some of that. Then I got to be in work for 7 o'clock. I'll be in work, I'll be at work, driving the taxi, picking someone up, and yeah, then back to normal. So I'm just going to say ta-ta for now, as they say. Ta-ta for this whole adventure. So I hope you've enjoyed it. A few cameras issues, a few camera issues, a few speaking issues. No major bike issues yet, luckily. And issues sleeping in the world's smallest bed, in the world's smallest shed. All makes it fun. Steph says, no bike issues, you nearly squashed me. Yeah, I didn't get that on camera, so we don't have to remind them that I dropped the bike. So here we are, the joys of the A38, the boring ride home. I'm just going to say goodbye, turn the cameras off, and fly home. You all take it easy. I'll see you soon.